Good morning, Twitch, and welcome back to our coverage from AWS reInvent 2019. We're live with you from Las Vegas in Nevada. This is day 3 of AWS reInvent. We just came off the back of the partner keynote, which we'll be chatting about in a second. But before we get to that, let's introduce ourselves. My name's Ian. I'm with the AWS Developer Relations team, and I am joined by...
My name's Memo, and I'm with the Developer Relations team at AWS, based out of Latin America.
Hey everyone, I'm Brandon. If you're on Twitch, I'm B West. I'm on the same team, Developer Relations.
Awesome. Why don't we start off by explaining to the stream what reInvent is before we get into the partner keynote. So do you want to kick that off?
Yeah, so reInvent is our premier event at AWS. We've been hosting it in Las Vegas for a number of years now. I think this year we have 65,000 attendees, which is sounds like a big number, but once you see it in person, is an incredible number. It's amazing, the energy here. We get to talk about a lot of the new services that get launched during these events at the keynotes, either by Andy or Werner and other people. There's sessions, there's workshops, there's chalk talks, which are a little bit more informal, and there's all sorts of activities also at night from partners and ourselves as well.
Awesome. And partners, so we had the partner keynote this morning. Maybe we should also just describe a little bit about the role that partners play for AWS and for AWS customers.
Yeah, so the APN, the Amazon Partner Network, is a way for customers that build their solutions and services to offer them to people that are building on top of AWS. So it's trusted partners, people that have gone through a process to be verified and address those various competencies and things that were mentioned to become certified as partners.
Yeah, there's a couple of different partner types in the ecosystem, which is worth talking about. So the first is consulting partners. These are mostly organizations that provide services to AWS customers, to their own customers, to help accelerate adoption of AWS and of course of cloud technologies. And then the other partner category is technology partners, and these are complementary technology products that you might use in concert with AWS to help you achieve particular objectives, and that spans a pretty broad range of different software and product types actually, so everything from developer tools right the way through to enterprise software and systems would be in that category. It's pretty broad in the technology partner category.
Yeah, one of the launches that happened yesterday was Wavelength, right? And that goes to a specific area of partners, which are 5G providers, so we can have more compute at edge, and we can have co-locations there that'll provide you quicker access to AWS services. So it kind of runs the whole gamut when it comes to partners.
Yeah, and probably my favorite thing from that keynote was the announcement of that APN Global Startup Program, right? So it's an invite-only program, but it's basically a way to become enterprise ready, to take your startup to the next level. So I'm really excited about that. I've spent most of my career before I joined AWS working at startups. I know how hard it can be, and I know when you have an ally like AWS that's giving you resources and helping you out, helping guide you, it can make a meaningful difference in the success of your business. So that to me was a really, really exciting announcement.
And it was really nice to see Auth0 be mentioned there. Like, it's near and dear to my heart because they were founded by a couple of guys from Argentina, so being out of LATAM, really nice seeing that on this slide.
They're actually just behind us in the expo, about 30 yards behind us here with a little booth with some of their products being showcased here this week as well. So what else did we have that was launched in the keynote this morning, Memo? I noticed you've got a really long list there in front of you. We don't have a lot of time, so do you want to quickly skip through some of the other launches that we heard about this morning?
Yeah, so just quickly to wrap up, we had a couple of competency program, new competencies that were launched, one for retail and one for disaster recovery, which that was really, really cool, and also seeing that right off the bat we have 17 partners on that. And there were a few launches around the marketplace as well, around private offers. So there's a seller cost reduction, a discovery API, and now the service console for the marketplace is embedded with more services, including Redshift, and there's now vertical consoles that'll align with certain industries.
Yeah, just real quick, we should probably describe the AWS Marketplace, right?
Yes.
So it's kind of similar to the partner network, but this is sort of a catalog where you can go find solutions and click and purchase them essentially and start using them immediately. So it's basically an awesome way to sort of pour some jet fuel onto your
there's all
application.
kinds of different software products in that marketplace. Everything from open source tools that you can deploy just for the cost of the resources that you need to run those software applications.
Yeah, there's
right the way through to high-end enterprise products like SAP products, for example.
Yep, and systems integrators and independent software vendors on that marketplace.
And you get everything in your AWS bill, which is really nice and handy. You also pay for only what you use.
Yep. And so that private offers announcement for the marketplace, I think, was also super compelling. You can now kind of treat it like more of an actual marketplace, negotiate and come to specific terms for your use case.
Yeah, you have more ability to price out different things based on the type of customer you're attending, and you can make specific negotiations with them.
So we're wrapping up here. I think we should probably tell everyone what they can expect to hear about today for the rest of the Launchpad. So we've got a bunch of awesome sessions coming up. We're going to cover some of the things that we announced the last couple days, go a little bit more in depth into some of those so that you can kind of see more about how they work, maybe check out a couple demos. We also have some This Is My Architecture sessions, which are really, really cool. You'll see those shortly. Those are really, really awesome. I always love to kind of see how successful customers design their systems. Super, super fun. Then we've got a bunch of other just sort of interesting content. We've got some AWS Heroes stuff.
Yeah, we'll be interviewing some of the AWS Heroes. I got a session with one of them in a little bit. There's the sessions covering the launches. This is my architecture, so keep it right here, Twitch. We'll have a bunch of content for you.
Great stuff. So that wraps up this segment. We will be right back. We'll see you soon.
Thanks,
everyone.